Hello and welcome. What if living next to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle wasn't as glamorous as you'd think? And what if the real story behind their departure from the royal family is more complicated than anyone realizes? Stick with us, because the final revelation might just change the way you see Harry's role in both Britain and beyond. Living next to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle in Montecito, California, might sound glamorous, but not everyone seems thrilled. The high-profile couple has been making waves in their neighborhood, but not for the reasons you might expect. Some neighbors have shared surprising details about the royal pair's lifestyle, sparking conversation about how the Duke and Duchess of Sussex fit into their quiet, elite community. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have been living in Montecito, California, for over 4 years, having relocated from the UK after stepping back from royal duties. While they reside in a multi-million-dollar mansion with their 2 children, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet, it appears their neighbors aren't as excited about having them in the area as one might think. One neighbor, Frank McGinnity, shared his frustrating experience with the royal couple's security. In his memoir, Get Off Your Street, McGinnity mentioned how he was turned away by their gate guards when he tried to greet them. "The gate guy turned me away and wouldn't take the film, just saying they're not interested," he recalled. "I was trying to be neighborly. If they were interested in the neighborhood, I've got a lot of information." McGinnity also commented on the unusual choice of the couple to live in the Riven Rock estate, which typically attracts much older residents. "It's surprising they came here. People are typically older. It's where the elephants come to die," he joked, expressing his surprise at their choice of residence. Another resident, Richard Minyards, a society columnist for the Montecito Journal, pointed out that while Montecito is home to many wealthy and famous people, Harry and Meghan's security presence sets them apart. "We have a lot of very rich and famous people here, and none of them have a security retinue like the Sussexes. The community is waiting for them. They're gnashing at the bit." The cachet of a duke and duchess, however, Minyards noted that the couple has yet to engage much with local cultural organizations and charities, despite the community's hopes for more involvement. Eric Bramlett from Bramlett Residential highlighted the financial burden of maintaining such a lavish property. Managing a $12 million, $14 million mansion like Harry and Meghan's in Montecito takes a lot of work, he explained, noting that staff salaries, utilities, landscaping, maintenance, and security can easily rack up to hundreds of thousands of dollars per year. Despite this, the couple keeps a relatively low profile. According to one source, normally when you see him around here, he's walking his Labrador on the beach or on his bicycle, followed by his security in a Range Rover. They keep themselves to themselves. I haven't seen Harry around much. Markle, on the other hand, is reportedly seen more often performing everyday tasks like visiting the farmer's market or having lunch with friends. While their life in Montecito may seem luxurious, the reality of balancing high security and maintaining a sprawling estate means Harry and Meghan remain somewhat isolated from the community around them. But while Harry and Meghan are making headlines in California, the real question remains: how does Britain feel about his absence? And is the royal family truly ready to move on without him? While their life in California may seem distant from royal duties, Harry's absence from the UK continues to spark debate. Let's dive into a candid reflection on what the Duke's departure really means for Britain. Tessa Dunlop, a royal historian known for her independent stance, surprised many with her candid reflections on Prince Harry's 40th birthday in her column for The Independent. Despite her firm alignment with the monarchy, Dunlop begrudgingly admitted that Harry's departure from Britain has left a significant gap within the royal family. The headline of her piece read, "Harry may miss Britain at 40, but the uncomfortable truth is that we might miss him more than he misses us." This sentiment marks a sharp contrast to the narrative often pushed by royal insiders, who paint Harry as a figure who sought freedom and autonomy at the expense of his ties to the monarchy. Dunlop recalled a time when the red-haired prince was the beloved darling of the British public, especially during the closing ceremony of the first ever Invictus Games in London a decade ago. Harry, then 30, delivered a speech filled with passion and nervous energy, only to be met with the crowd's unwavering support. His father, King Charles, praised him, saying, "Great job, dear boy." According to Dunlop, it was during this period that Harry captured the public's hearts, combining his mother's disarming charm with the immense privilege of royal duty. He made it clear that his mission in life was one of service, a calling that would later clash with his desire for independence. But Dunlop didn't hold back on her assessment of the complexities surrounding Harry's service-focused persona. She noted that while the prince continues to champion charitable causes around the globe, his insistence that Britain is unsafe for his young family contrasts with his international travels to places like Colombia and Nigeria. "There's a certain royal entitlement there," Dunlop observed, yet that shouldn't overshadow his achievements. In her column, Dunlop pointed out that Harry and Meghan's popularity and success in the US pose a stark contrast to the British royal family's struggles to maintain relevance abroad. She remarked that the Sussexes' influence has reached parts of the world that were previously resistant to the allure of British royalty, an achievement that Prince William and Kate's 2022 Caribbean tour could hardly rival. Harry's success abroad stings, she wrote. Britain may ask if Harry misses them, but the real question should be whether we miss Harry more. Dunlop also highlighted the persistent tensions between Harry and his brother, Prince William. According to the historian, William's frustration with Harry's growing popularity is palpable. She mentioned how William is forced to step up his royal duties to avoid being overshadowed by his younger brother's high-profile activities. Even now, with the Cold War between the brothers ongoing, William finds himself trying to keep pace with Harry, she noted, emphasizing that Harry's bold moves, such as publicly discussing his mental health journey long before William and Kate's similar endeavors, keep him in the spotlight. Tessa Dunlop was blunt about the future of Harry's relationship with the royal family. She stated that King Charles, despite being the monarch and spiritual leader of the nation, must address his unresolved issues with Harry. The historian emphasized that as much as the king may fear competition with his son, it's his responsibility to take the first step toward reconciliation. If the king were to mend his relationship with Harry, it would be a win for Britain, Dunlop argued. With Harry's star power, the nation stands to gain if he reconnects with his royal roots, but Charles has to lead the way. At the heart of Dunlop's analysis is a profound question. Why would Harry return to a family that sidelined him? After all, Dunlop noted, Harry has no intention of playing second fiddle to William. His achievements in the US prove that he can carve out a meaningful life away from the palace. As Dunlop eloquently put it, Charles sits on the British throne, the highest seat in the land, but it's Harry who has captured global attention. If Charles doesn't make the first move, Harry's success and distance will only deepen the royal rift. In the end, Dunlop's reflections leave us with one clear takeaway. Britain may need Harry more than they'd like to admit. The Duke of Sussex's charisma, dedication to service, and ability to resonate with the modern world make him a valuable asset to the monarchy, even if his return seems unlikely anytime soon. Now that you know the full story, do you think Britain truly misses Harry more than he misses them? And could there be a chance for reconciliation? Or has Harry's success abroad created an irreparable rift? One thing's for sure, the royal family story is far from over.